it could potentially be the cause of a catastrophic failure.
RIDOT forced to shut down the westbound side of the Washington Bridge due to concerns it may collapse. We have live team coverage on how it is certainly impacting everyone's commute right now into Providence, and it's going to last that way for weeks, potentially months.
Hasbro set to cut nearly 20% of its workforce. Details on what's being told to us behind these layoffs.
And Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is in the United States. His plea in Washington today as lawmakers stall on a new aid package for the war-torn country.
We begin, though, with the latest on this pinpoint traffic alert. The Tuesday morning commute is a mess. This is not. This is a very nice
moment of zen.
Yes, exactly. Peaceful picture, but we've been hearing horror stories all morning long. I think the worst one I heard, two of them, was from Barrington to the train station in Providence, the Amtrak station, 3 hours. And also somebody on 195 West was in East Providence, had to get to Providence, 10 miles, 2 hours and 4 minutes was the estimated time it would take them to get there.
Not only are we seeing these crazy delays on 195 and leading up to Providence, but also the side streets and all the detours that are in place as well. So it's a huge mess. Melissa Sardelli is tracking that for us. That's not frozen behind you. That's the traffic.
This camera is not frozen. No, traffic just looking like a parking lot here on 195. And we started seeing this before 5:30 in the morning, which really is unprecedented. We don't see delays unless there's a major issue, and clearly there is. So commuting along 195, really just a nightmare right now. The headline today, avoid 195 if you can. If you can stay home, if you can find a different route, work somewhere else, definitely a great option. Commuting along 195 heading west, getting off at exit 1, following that to 114 and 95. This is one of your better options right now. Still going to take you 44 minutes. But if you're making your way north, you can see it's actually better than some of the drive times that we're seeing trying to make your way over the Henderson Bridge. The Henderson Bridge is 195 west. You're getting off Broadway and then following that over eventually to Gano Street back onto 195. That's over an hour just from the state line to do this short detour. Never mind some of the other side streets that you may need to use to get wherever you're headed this morning. If you're commuting into Providence down 95, it's slow going from Pawtucket, about a 14-minute commute down 146 Mineral Spring to 95, 6 minutes. No major delays if you're making your way out the door down in South County. And one silver lining, TJ, is that we do have nice driving conditions at least.
Yeah, I suppose it could be a lot worse. We could be dealing with rain, snow, wind. Fortunately, none of that. We're just looking at dry skies. Temperature's not all that cold either. A live look at North Scituate. Traffic in this part of the state moving along okay. Dry skies and the roadways are dry. Not a cloud in the sky here in our East Greenwich camera. Looking at satellite radar picture and just a few clouds floating around here and there. No precipitation anywhere. 30 in Providence, 30 in Newport. A little colder Hope Valley at 24. Over in southeastern Mass, we're in the upper 20s. Your morning commute, yeah, we're looking at temperatures in the 30s with sunshine. And in the evening, we're looking at temperatures right around 5 p.m., about 39, 40 degrees or so under clear skies. Dry all day. We will talk about the rest of the weekend in just a few minutes.
All right, our team coverage of this traffic alert continues with a look at some of the impacts from each side of the Washington Bridge right now.
Joe Cortez checking the roads in East Providence. But first up, Jake Holter. He is just over the Henderson Bridge on Providence's east side, not too far from Wayland Square. Jake, what's the latest where you are?
Well, Patrick and Kate, as we've told you, the last hour around 6, things had shaken loose a little bit before 5. Now here at 7 o'clock, it's definitely back built again. It's way more trafficy than it was in the last half hour. Again, yeah, I am here in sort of the Wayland Square area of East Providence. Now, if we swing over this way, this is where the Henderson Bridge is letting off. So this is South Angel Street, and you can see the traffic is just completely backed up all the way to where people are getting off, because that is going to be basically the main detour for if you want to get across the Seekonk River moving west into Providence from the East Providence area. The Henderson Bridge is going to be your go-to spot to go because of those westbound lanes on the Washington Bridge being closed after the RIDOT officials discovered that there were some critical failings with the bridge. Now, the Washington Bridge is one of the busiest stretches of roadway in the entire state of Rhode Island, seeing close to 100,000 vehicles a day. So yeah, when that critical failure in the bridge's structure was discovered, they knew that the bridge had to be shut down to avoid catastrophe. Speaking in a news conference last night, RIDOT Director Peter Alvidi explained that a number of the pins designed to brace the bridge had been severed, and that is what prompted the almost immediate closure.
The critical finding was the failure of several critical structural components on that bridge. The failure is such that it could potentially be the cause of a catastrophic failure.
And unfortunately, this isn't where the traffic disruptions stop. In about an hour and a half at 9 o'clock, RIDOT plans to close 2 lanes of 195 east over the Washington Bridge for the next 2 weeks as they prepare those lanes for westbound traffic. So the current eastbound lanes will eventually hold traffic both ways as they try to get traffic moving again, because those original westbound lanes, the RIDOT director says it could take at least 3 months to get those back up and running and safe for motorists. For now, live in Providence, Jay Coulter, 12 News.
All right, from the east side, we now go to East Providence. The closure affecting everybody's evening commute last night. Drivers obviously stuck, angry, confused, frustrated, thinking about all the people that might run out of gas, just sitting there idling on
watching
roads.
It tick down.
Right, some people have been stuck there for hours, and this is going to continue for who knows how long.
And those are, inconveniences, but how about people where every second counts? They're trying to get to the hospital and an ambulance and other emergencies. So Joe Cortez is live at the intersection of Broadway and Taunton Ave in East Providence. Joe, earlier you were saying you spoke with someone in an ambulance truck, right?
Yeah, that's right, Kate and Patrick. We were speaking with 2 of the paramedics. They drove up and they were telling us that it's taking them forever to get across. And, they gave a little insight on maybe a solution. And, we're not in the business of giving solutions, but they were thinking about the opportunity of maybe being able to open some lanes up for emergency responders on that bridge to go over. But obviously there's some structural integrity going on in there. So that's up for officials to make. But speaking with them, they were saying, just like you said, Kate, every second matters in situations like this. And like we were talking about before, frustration is building. The horns are starting to come out. It's like music and birds in the morning. People are starting to get a little frustrated. We spoke with Mayor Bob DeSilva yesterday, and he is expressing to everyone to be very patient during this time. It's a very difficult and frustrating situation to be sitting and not knowing how long it's going to take. Now, major delays are expected. The school department did send out a message to expect some delays. We have been seeing a lot of school buses out and about with kids in it, so they are trying to do their best to get those kids into school, and we'll have to get an update later on to see if there will be any changes on that. Now, catching up with Bob DeSilva, he was talking about public safety. It's definitely a top priority for him and his office. Now, DeSilva says that he spoke with the acting fire chief to bring additional rescue capacity so they can quickly reach anyone needing help.
He took the precautions necessary to prevent a tragedy from happening. So kudos to DOT for doing what they had to do. We'll just have to be patient. The biggest concern for me right now is getting people to hospital facilities over the bridge if one of our residents has that need.
Now, continuing with this, and there's an East Providence school bus heading by us right now. Looking around here, it doesn't seem like it's going to let up anytime soon. This is going to be an all-day affair, and it's going to continue for weeks and maybe even months from what we've heard from officials. Right now it's kind of up in the air. We've been seeing police cruisers back and forth, setting up different detours. They just shut down this portion of the Taunton Ave ramp that comes down to North Broadway just about an hour ago, and I was actually at the top over here in front of the Memorial Bridge behind me, and everywhere you look, in every direction, 90 degrees. It is bumper to bumper, so be patient out there. Take your time. We'll keep you updated both on air and online at WPRI.com. For now, reporting live in East Providence, Joe Cortez, 12 News.
All right, so like Joe said, we will be tracking these impacts for days, weeks, and months ahead over on WPRI.com especially, and we'll have the latest on the detours that are in place, the expected construction timeline, live reports, and we'll bring you the very latest on the conditions all morning long on 12 News.